Rich boy. You like sharing?
Wrong neighborhood. Non-humans live elsewhere.
Existence.
Stupid.
Are you the one Siegfried spoke of?
Siegfried, the knight from the sewers?
It is you! That cockatrice troubled us for ages. I heard it was a hard fight.
She was young and fell quickly.
What's your business?
When did you join the order?
A while ago. My father was an armorer, and I after him.
What does the order do in Vizima?
We help fight the plague, keep the peace, and fight monsters.
Plenty of work.
We protect the people and bear the light of the eternally flaming rose.
Will you sell me your wares?
Siegfried's friends are always welcome. If you want to buy something, speak to my apprentice. I handle forging and special orders.
Bye.
Greetings, sir. Can I help?
You the smith's apprentice?
Sir, I sweep up, fire the furnaces, run the shop.
Can I have a look?
As you wish.
Mother hates me speaking with strangers.
Eternal fire, fill my heart.
I'm not playing that.
We give our lives to the Order.
What's that? And what's that?
The town cemetery. The dead and undead await behind that gate. Plenty of work for a witcher.
I'm not playing that.
Two ditches more. What'll it be? Pine or oak, perhaps? An entire crypt? Let's see. 5 ells wide.
I don't need a coffin. I don't intend to die anytime soon.
Makes sense. Maybe we can do business.
What business?
A partnership. With those swords, you doubtless lop off a few heads occasionally. When you dispatch another soul, let me know, and you'll earn a share from the coffin.
You're sick.
Resourceful. It's just a job.
Stop fooling. I need something else.
What do you need?
Why is the cemetery shut?
Because the dead refuse to rest in peace. Fear not, they stay in their graves in sunlight. Someone should tend to them, though. Perhaps someone will offer a reward, but for now, no one seems bothered.
Tell me something else.
What do you need?
I'm here about the notice.
Yes?
I understand you need 6 jugs of dog's lard.
I want you to cull as many mutts as possible. Bring me the lard as proof.
Farewell.
Woe is me. Will no one help me?
Why the grief?
My husband haunts me. What do I do?
Haunts you? In your bedchamber?
My late husband haunts me.
Tell me more. Maybe I can help.
My husband died a month since, and now haunts me in my home, wailing nightly. But the worst thing is,
I'm listening.
worst, he flies around the cemetery at night shouting lies about me. Doubtless tongues are wagging already. Set him straight, I beg you.
It will cost you 200 orens if I succeed.
Oh, That's a hefty sum, profiting off someone else's misery. Well, deal with him and I'll pay.
Where will I find you when I'm done?
I'm here every day at noon.
Why can't I collect payment when I want?
Are you daft? My husband flies around ruining my reputation. I'll not be seen in the company of a killer.
So long.
Take me as your squire. I can carry a sword.
Were I younger, I'd show you what it means to bed a woman.
Corruption abounds. Where have law and justice gone?
Hello, stranger.
Greetings.
I heard Riviera is ruled by a wise and strong queen. She was once beautiful, but was wounded during the war. Now her face is scarred.
You're worldly.
Modern women need knowledge of the world.
I'm sure.
What would you like to know?
I have a problem.
Your secrets are safe with me.
You've got a beautiful smile.
That's very kind, but you mentioned a problem.
Heard any news from the non-human district?
I've no interest in those matters.
Have you heard news of a witcher in town?
Yes, reputed to be the White Wolf, a dog for sorceresses.
He fancies women with or without magical abilities.
The bard Dandelion claims otherwise.
What's Dandelion say?
That this witcher had no interest in a normal lass. He only fancied ladies with problems, or ones who were abnormal.
How interesting.
Moreover, he had difficulties with abnormal ones too. You've grown pale. Are you okay?
Dandelion is a rake himself.
He's also a poet. Such men don't lie.
You're right. They don't lie. They just slightly embellish the truth.
He had such a sincere face.
I doubt that too.
What would you like to know? If you were more handsome, I might mistake you for him.
It's hard living up to a legend.
What do you mean?
I'm Witcher Geralt of Rivia.
They won't believe this. Give me a gift I can show my friends.
A precious stone?
Great idea.
Sort of frock?
Great idea. What I really desire is new gloves. That's lovely, Witcher.
I'm glad you like it.
Now I must see the White Wolf in all his splendor.
Come with me.
Drop by for another chat sometime.
Shine your shoes. Greetings, sir.
Greetings. Who are you?
A shoe shine? Clean that muck off your boots for just 2 orens? First journey to Vizima?
You could say that. Tell me about it.
We've some heavy issues here. There's a quarantine because of the plague. Squirrels are fighting the Order. Monsters breed in hundreds, and we struggle with bandits. As one bard sang, Vizima's like a brothel on fire.
Tell me about the plague.
The plague pushed the king to establish a quarantine, which plagues the merchants. Old Vizima was sealed off. Unfortunately, townsfolk are falling ill here. They bundle them off to Lebioda's hospital.
I'm interested in bandits, but not the ordinary kind.
Something odd there. They operate with brutal but effective force, mainly at night. Their goal remains unclear.
Tell me more about the Order and the Squirrels.
The Scoia'tael wage a guerrilla war outside town. The Order of the Flaming Rose replaced the Special Forces. Hatred for non-humans grows daily. You needn't be psychic to see something evil's afoot.
I'm looking for witches' jobs.
You'll have no trouble finding work. Ask merchants. There's also trouble at the graveyard.
Anything worth seeing?
We boast merchants, an alchemist, a large hospital.
You don't talk like a shoeshine.
Everyone hides skeletons in the closet. Let me tend to your boots. I've bored you long enough.
I'm watching you. Don't step out of line. Only the eternal fire can defeat the plague. Send your prayers today.
You're huge and ugly.
No, a magician who restores you. Or at least conjures up hemorrhoid ointment.
Bring trouble.
Elves and dwarves living together. Blood spread filth like pigs.
Corruption abounds. Where have law and justice gone?
Fucking disease. I've been trapped in town for a week. No doubt I'll be devoured by a beast before they cure the plague.
Parchments.
What do you want?
Wise dwarves are rare.
I rarely see witchers, but still don't stare. Want to see my stock?
Farewell.
The trade roads are closed. Live chickens, just 3 orange at the merchant Luvarden's.
Does the town face famine?
King Foltest and the council recommend we stock up and ration food.
Crime rises and the city guards just stare at skirts.
Don't venture into the non-humans district. Those disgusting midgets will rob you.
The butcher of Blaviken's in town. If you see him, run.
You need anything?
Where did you get milk? There's a quarantine. I've seen no cows.
I lived in the country and I have my ways.
Farewell.
Word is, a legendary witcher has returned from the grave. That bodes ill.
Trinkets, baubles, anything you need.
What are you selling?
Jewelry, ladies' apparel, precious stones.
What use are your goods?
If you need no jewelry yourself, what of others? They're excellent gifts and worth 3 times the gold.
Buy.
Herbs, ointments, flowers for the ladies.
Greetings.
You look pale. I have medications for an instant cure. My prices are reasonable.
Where do you gather your herbs?
If I told, I'd be reduced to beggary and never have a new shawl. Choose what you want and no mischief. I go to the swamp and gather herbs by moonlight. But show care. Danger lurks.
I wouldn't be alive if I weren't careful.
Don't be so sure. Mishandle the wrong herb and before you know, the poison's in you. Suddenly you're foaming at the mouth and the swamp claims another.
No need to scare me. I'm no competition. Thanks for directions.
Ointments, herbs and spices.
I know we need a witcher to kill the sewer beast, but the butcher of Blaviken?
What's the problem?
I know who you are. The city guards are watching you. I'll hear no humans being slain in this town.
You'd hardly be the first to know.
Witty, what you want?
Anything interesting? Shops? Taverns?
There's one tavern, 3 gates, a market, a hospital, and dark alleys you'd best avoid.
What's the tavern?
The Hairy Bear? A true cesspit with dodgy clientele. Better to drink from a trough.
What about the gates?
One leads to the dock, another to the castle, and the third to the merchant's quarter.
Where do I find them?
You cannot use the merchants and castle gates without a permit. The king has instituted a quarantine.
Where are the merchants?
By the castle gate.
What's the hospital like?
It reeks of the plague. They treat the diseased, burning the rags they use. Anyone who gets on our bad side gets stationed there.
I must go.
Looking for something?
I saw people with salamander badges in town.
Get out of here, Witcher.
But...
we cannot speak further. Captain's orders.
This place lacks the beauty that normally surrounds my people.
Formula needs rethinking.
Finally, the Witcher Geralt answers my call.
We meet again.
I need your help again.
With what?
A grave matter. Something that could prove a milestone in alchemy. Connected to your profession, too.
Tell me more.
Sorry, I got lost in thought.
I'm here about the notice.
You have Al Ghul marrow for me?
Not yet, but I'll get you some soon.
Hurry! I need it for my solutions.
Sorry, I got lost in thought.
You had a job.
Help me fulfill my life's work. A tower stands in the forest swamp near Old Vizima.
A princess up top, dragon below? Thanks, but I'll pass.
Silence, please. Legend says a mage and alchemist built the tower. No princesses or dragons.
So what's my job?
The mage died ages ago, and the tower was forgotten. The power within it attracted and deformed nearby creatures.
In short, it breeds monsters?
Precisely. I want to examine that source, Witcher, and write a dissertation certain to immortalize my name. I'll have access to secrets that have been hidden away in that tower for years. Unfortunately, the tower is locked. I'll pay 1,000 orens to whoever helps me get inside.
I'll see what I can do, though I'm sure this won't be easy.
Were it easy, I'd not need you. Breaking into a powerful mage's lab is complicated. We must gather detailed information on the tower.
Where do I find it?
In the tales and legends recounted by elders and swamp folk. In old books, too. Recorded wisdom is infinitely more reliable.
Any specific titles in mind?
Ransant Alvaro's The Secret Gates, and an alchemy treatise, Ain Soph Hour. I know a certain dwarf had a copy of The Secret Gates. The second book, written by an anonymous gnome, was lost long ago, and could be hard to find. While you search for these, you can test my newest invention, a crystal that links places of power and my workshop. It will allow you to teleport, disintegrating your being into billions of pieces that travel beyond the time-space curve.
And then it'll reassemble my being in your lab? Sure about this?
There is some chance of error, but it's minuscule. Sorry, I got lost in thought.
About the tower.
Yes?
Where can I find information on the tower?
Books are the most reliable storage of knowledge.
Anything else?
Listen to the swamp dwellers, too. Folk knowledge, myths, and legends are useful, though oral histories can become distorted.
All right, I'll do that.
Sorry, I got lost in thought.
How do I get to the swamp?
Through the western gate is a dike leading to Old Vizima.
What then?
You'll find a ferry to take you to the swamp.
The ferry goes both ways?
Yes, there's a dock in the swamp near the brickmaker's hamlet.
Thanks.
Sorry, I got lost in thought.
See ya.
The basilisk is dead and gone. It's clear you're best not messed with.
What do you want?
Greetings, dwarf.
Racial segregation with the first words uttered.
What do you want me to call you?
Bah! You're like everyone else. Like the whole accursed city. Vizima humans get everything, we get naught.
I neither live in Vizima, nor am I human.
What then?
A witcher. A mutant.
Well, in that case, sorry. I'm Golan Vivaldi. My cousin Vimy Vivaldi once met a witcher. A debt collector, apparently.
I'm Geralt, and I'm no debt collector.
What brings you here?
How's business?
I don't want to discuss it.
Your choice.
Yes, I have that left.
A lucky dwarf.
What brings you here?
I'm looking for the leader of a certain organization.
You suspect me because I'm a dwarf?
I have several suspects, not only dwarves.
What do you want?
I've got my eye on you.
Come back when you stop talking crap.
I want to discuss Salamandra.
Why?
The professor's bail money came from your bank.
You offend me deeply with this slander.
But
generations of Vivaldis built this bank, and you suggest our gold serves criminals? Out!
I believe you. Nothing but a pile of suspicions. I have to assume you're clean for now.
You've rejected racial prejudice and realized the truth. When you discover the true culprit, you tell me. I'm curious who it is.
Right.
What brings you here?
Do you have a copy of the secret gates?
I do, but I'm unwilling to part with it.
I insist. Just give me a price.
So be it.
Poking fun, cutting a feel. Shove off.
They come at night, raping and killing. Time for revenge. Sacred dwarven tradition. An eye for an eye.
The elder races inhabit this district. Dwarven craftsmen and elven artists.
I don't know where this racism originates. My friend Halder is a dwarf, and she's nothing like what's said of non-humans.
And what's that?
This lady told me to get out of her garden, so I peed on her flowers to make them grow pretty.
I wish to be elsewhere.
If I catch those bastards who attack at night, I'll rip their legs out of their asses.
Elves and dwarves living together. Blood spread filled like pigs.
Cade Milvatgen.
Greetings. Sadly, I don't speak the elder language.
Pity, White Wolf. Your language is like a stone axe. Ours like a beautiful Viruladan sword. Light in the hand as you perform pilastras and crescent moon parries.
Would you teach me?
Learning requires time. A young mind can master our language in a few years, but learning pilastras...
I lost my memory. I may once have known your language.
If true, perhaps you won't need to learn it anew. I'll speak in Elven. Maybe you'll understand.
Let's try.
Esse Fenowet.
You are Fenowid, the sun child.
Fene means son, wed, child. Mikeme is Evo ni pont a Gwenelen.
You come from the land on the river of Alabaster Bridges.
Enkamina. Abeth mi Gwynbled.
You're right. And Kamena, a dearth of love. The final age, Ted Deret.
Abeth. May we meet in better times. Raphael Gwynblade.
What a downpour! Welcome, a strapping lad. Were I just a few years younger.
Greetings, Grandma.
Louder! I'm hard of hearing. Just an old woman I am. But my granddaughter, rosy cheeks, long tresses of hair, and well, like apples.
Sounds lovely, Granny.
Oh yes, she serves at the inn. I worry. She returns to the village alone each night. But what is it you want of me?
Anything happening here?
How would an old deaf woman know? But I could tell you things.
Okay.
Same old things. Imps peeing in milk, wolves howling at night, bats biting girls. It's the way of things.
Why so tight-lipped today, Grandma?
I've talked too much. My throat's a little dry. Ah, thanks. I haven't sipped good booze in ages.
Cheers, Grandma.
In olden days, you could find such booze just outside Vizima. Lost my virginity in those pretty green meadows and haystacks back in King Geddes' reign. What a shame the swamp surrounds us now. Back then, that tower housed a mage who made clay golems that worked without rest. Once, the mage told his golems to take water to a fish pond, then he took to his books. The golems carried water without pause until the fields transformed into a swamp.
That's a tall tale.
God's honest truth. The tower, clay servants, and swamp are still there. The swamp's your proof. The mage vanished. The clay golems stood still, for they could only obey the wizard. What's left?
What's left?
What's left is to have another drink.
I don't buy fish. Who knows how the plague spreads? I get sad when it rains.
I spit on humans a lot, slut.
Shit. I'm a fence. I buy and sell.
What you deal in?
Everything worthwhile. So what'll it be? We doing some ploughing business?
The city guards found a witcher's sword at your place.
First of all, it's the cocksucking guards. Second, why do you care?
Another witcher, Berengar, came to see you.
Well, it wasn't his fucking razor.
How do you know that?
I have your boyfriend's other property. The sword I got elsewhere.
Other property?
Right. Meaning not his sword, got it? Like his undershorts that he pissed all over or something.
So where did you get the sword?
What'll you give me if I tell you?
I'll stop short of gutting you.
Fair offer. I bought it from a man at the Hairy Bear Tavern.
Care to describe him?
No need, he's the most famous dice player around. Out fucking standing, a real goddamn magician.
How did you get Berengar's property?
Stubborn-ass fella, aren't you? From a middleman.
Where do I find him?
At the Hairy Bear Tavern. Doubt he'd want to talk to you. Man named Coleman.
How did you get Berengar's property?
Stubborn-ass fella, aren't you? From a middleman.
You don't get it. I'm not interested in the middleman. I want information about Berengar.
Then don't fucking ask me. Your witcher boy was working for the alchemist, Kalkstein. That information you get free. I'll charge you the usual for anything else.
Explain to me why the guards tolerate you.
That's confidential. You need to know how to take care of yourself.
Take care?
Both the bastard guards and the arse-loving thieves need me. That's real art, Witcher. I have deals with everyone, and that makes me untouchable.
Right.
So what'll it be? We doing some ploughing business?
Have you heard of Salamandra?
Piss-swilling reptiles. I've heard of them, but I've no fucking idea what they want.
Amphibians.
What?
Salamanders are amphibians. Now tell me your connection to them.
I'll be ploughed if I know.
You do business with Salamandra?
Did you fucking fall off your horse?
How did you get Berengar's effects?
Dog's balls, I'm a fence. Want me to draw you a picture? You think I ask every thief who he ploughed for his goods?
Let me draw you a picture. A certain organization, Salamandra, has it in for witchers. A witcher, Berengar, disappears, and all he had lands in the hands of a fence. You. Getting this?
A pox on pictures. Berengar's nothing to me. My suppliers might know more. Besides, I'd never survive in this business if I sold hot goods I actually had a hand in getting.
That's believable. Innocent until proven guilty, I guess. So let's assume it's not you for now.
I'd say so. Goddamn Dijkstra, ace spy. Dog's balls, what a clever analysis. If you figure anything out and need more information, creep on over and we'll talk.
massacred in a non-human quarter.
As Rammsmeat says, the only good elves are dead elves.
All non-humans are the same.
The elves are worst. I've despised those bastards since my daughter...
downpour!
Let's drink.
Look how they grow.
I'm here about the notice.
You look like a warrior. Care to kill Echinops for me?
I finished that and have proof.
Excellent. Here's your gold. Look how they grow.
Don't you fear the plague?
My garden brings joy. When Melitele decides my time has come, I will go happily.
Tell me about your mercenary days.
Bring me a morsel to eat and we'll talk. Delicious. Amazing how honest toil can stir the appetite. Thank you, Witcher.
You were saying?
During the war, I served as a mercenary under Pretty Kitty herself. You've heard what a warrior she was. What a woman.
Strong women. Nothing on this earth like them.
Too true. We could take on anyone. I saw half the world as a member of Pretty Kitty's corps of mercenaries. We even went to Zerrikania.
That's really far.
It was hell. Hot as an oven and humid as a bathhouse. We massacred the natives while Zerrikania massacred us. They have flies there that creep up your nose at night and lay eggs. Then the larvae eat your brain and crawl out your eyes once they mature into flies. Disgusting. Many of us died thus. There were also diseases, venomous spiders and snakes, and many other afflictions I can't even name. I even saw a striped horse. After almost 8 months of fighting the jungle, we had to retreat. Impossible to win a war if you can't locate your enemy. It was the only defeat Pretty Kitty ever suffered.
Interesting story. Thanks.
Look how they grow.
Tell me about your mercenary days.
Bring me a morsel to eat and we'll talk. Delicious. Amazing how honest toil can stir the appetite. Thank you, Witcher.
You were saying?
Thank you for the meal, but I don't know what else to tell you.
May I ask for roses in exchange?
Any specific colour?
White.
There you are. All growing beautifully.
St. Lebioda's Hospital for victims of the Catriona Plague. Only 2 stages after this. Old Vizima and Hell. Damn, I'm gloomy.
No passage.
I'm going inside.
Disease patients inside. I'll not have you spreading the pestilence.
Farewell.
Non-humans are behind the evil here. Getting wet.
It rains and it pours.
Witcher!
Zoltan Chivay, good to see you.
You got inside the town okay? Plenty of work for a Witcher in Vizima.
It seems so. How did you manage to get in?
Nasty non-humans will always find a way to sneak into human homes.
True enough. Listen, Zoltan, I wanted to talk to you.
Yes?
How are you doing?
Ever considered marriage, Geralt?
My profession's not exactly conducive to marriage. Infertility, incessant risk, travel. Not many women would agree to that.
You see, I'm having doubts.
Go on.
I haven't seen her for some time, and I'm getting jealous. She-dwarves are so desirable.
I suggest we drink heavily, if that doesn't help.
You mocking me?
I wouldn't dare.
Hardly something to laugh about.
I'm looking for work.
Monsters are threatening the landing in the swamp. Everyone keeps complaining.
Who should I talk to about ridding them of the danger?
Contact Luvarden. He's usually on the dike, supervising the loading and unloading of goods.
Thanks, Zoltan.
Yes?
Know anything about Vivaldi's bank?
No, it's only Vivaldi's by name.
How so?
New owners. Humans.
That explains a lot.
Really?
I've won a few poker rounds already.
Congratulations! You're a virgin no more. Now you'll play for real.
Where do I find these famed Viziman poker players?
Where you find all other things illegal. Near the hairy bear.
This might get interesting.
Don't be surprised if someone doesn't want to play with you. Real bigwigs will only deal with professionals.
And a professional is?
One who wins at least 4 professional games. Do that and you'll be welcome at every table.
I need to beat 4 professionals. Breeze.
I tell him the papers are valuable. Maybe not. He wants to look again. So I say someone well-read is certain to gauge their value. Ha! That dullard barely knows the alphabet. Just so. I flattered him so well the fool bought the crap.
Yes?
Got a minute?
What's eating you?
I warn you, some philosophy's involved.
The meaning of life, eh?
The evil that witchers fight stems from chaos, from actions aimed at disturbing order. For where evil spreads, order cannot be established. Instead of the light of wisdom, the glimmer of hope, and the glow of warmth, darkness ensues. And in darkness you find nothing but blood, fangs, and claws. Like in the outskirts.
Nicely put, but as young Cero said to King Verdank on their first date, does it have any practical uses?
The right of witchers to live and function in this world has fallen out of balance, because the struggle between good and evil now plays out on a different battlefield with different rules. Evil has ceased being chaotic. No longer a blind elemental power, evil follows rules according to the rights it's been granted. It functions in line with treaties.
That's progress. With more of us living longer, we can slaughter one another in the thousands. Progress is like a herd of pigs. The herd brings many benefits, but no one should wonder at all the shit.
Shit or no shit, witchers exist to slay monsters. How can I when the real monsters hide behind ideals, faith, or the law?
The biggest evil is moral relativity, which kills more than the Catriona plague and dragons combined. Witchers will always be needed, no matter where that pig herd leads us.
I'm not so sure.
Let me tell you something, Witcher. Once, we led a group of women and children through a war-torn land. They slowed us down. We had to feed them, protect them. And we had to hide in the woods to pee instead of passing by the road. In short, they were a burden, and ungrateful at that. Know why we helped them? It was the right thing to do.
That means nothing.
Don't make me angry, 'cause I smack hard when I'm riled. It's the good you spoke of. If you want a scholar's word, read Visigotta of Corvo.
I'm not persuaded, but thanks. Farewell.
I'm betting on the boxer. He's a strong bastard.
You know how hard he hits?
His last foe's nose was a bloody pulp.
What a champion!
We still are. I respect those who take risks.
Silver sword mean anything to you?
Why do you ask?
I don't have time for chit-chat.
Take no offense.
Where did you get the sword?
I won it from a gardener.
Where can I find him?
The garden at St. Lebioda's hospital.
What you want, freak?
I have some questions.
You haven't the faintest idea who you're talking to, freak. One word, and before you count to 3, you'll be facing a dozen hardened assassins.
You'll be dead before you count to 3.
Well, the cub growls, but does it bite? I could use someone for wet work.
I'll think about it.
Relax. A rhetorical question. I know how you handle the Provost and the Mishlat brothers' crew. I'll answer your questions as a token of goodwill.
What do you do?
I'm the king of the underworld, Wolf. Whores, thieves, murderers, they all answer to me. Come and see me when you need work.
I've been to Thaler's place. Found a few things there. Belong to someone I've been looking for.
Yeah? So what?
They belong to a witcher. How'd you get them?
We found them. Your friend was in trouble, scheming with Salamandra. Ask the people in the swamp. That's where we found those trinkets.
I'll buy some cheap
Gods, grant me patience.
Damn it. Whatever you do, don't bet on the boxing. It's rigged. What do you want?
Seen Coleman?
You did business with him and then he disappeared, right?
You could say so.
Well, you're lucky. His partners often meet with accidents.
Where can I find him?
Evenings he collects transports on the dike. If you provide him a service, learn why he needs it done.
All right.
We'll reward you for anything you find out.
So long.
Corruption abounds. Where have law and justice gone?
What? Speak up.
Why so tight-lipped today, Grandma?
I've talked too much. My throat's a little dry.
I'm thirsty too. But tell me something else.
What? Speak up.
Take care. I must leave.
Stay away! They say someone seeks to kidnap young maidens.
Geralt, good to see you. Where are you going?
To the dike.
No passage. Captain forbids it.
Why?
Captain's orders. Talk to him.
Gentlemen, that's no way to treat a hero. Geralt, the witcher that saved Vizima from a terrible cockatrice.
A hero? Well, that changes things.
He's almost one of us.
In that case, please pass, Master Geralt. We'll drink your health at the inn.
Thanks, Siegfried. A surprise in the sewers. A night of the Flaming Rose, soaked in stench from head to foot. I usually work alone, but this was an opportunity to see a knight in action. I must say he did rather well for a human. That was rare gratitude he showed.
Ah, you! Move on, stop blocking the path.
And if that's all I saw?
You'll lose half your gold.
Wait, someone's coming.
It's that white-haired fellow. He spotted us.
Careful. He's a witcher. He's dangerous.
Finally, the acknowledgement I deserve.
Witcher?
That seemed like a nice chat.
Stop playing the fool. You know.
Matter of fact, I do. By the way, you never paid me.
Here's 100 orens. Don't turn me in.
Why not?
I'm helping Vincent dismantle the secret Salamander organization.
You're not doing too well.
Oh, some fool keeps killing salamanders, spoiling our traps and schemes.
Any idea who?
No, but if I find him, I'll stop his meddling. Witcher!
Tell me about the effects of Fistek.
In small doses, it lifts your spirits. Large ones cause euphoria, maybe aggression, but relieve pain and fatigue. Looking for fun, or entering the business?
Neither. So long.
If I only had the coin. You know they raise their prices again. Can you believe women calling the shots?
The chief looks after them, so we suffer them.
Ugh, how can they drink this? What is it anyway?
I suppose it's wine.
Wine? Couldn't pass for wine, stepbrother.
So what is it?
Ugh, diluted dog's piss. Thus, I come here rarely.
I thought this was the only tavern around.
I live in the trade quarter, but the inns there are closed. Want to earn some coin?
You mentioned you might have a job for me. Care to elaborate?
I know where to find fine spirit, but it requires a sword to get it.
You need a warrior to have a drink?
I know a place with 100-year-old wine from Toussaint.
What's the catch?
The wine cellar is in a house where monsters now haunt.
It'll cost 200 orens.
Deal. I'll return here at midnight.
It wasn't easy, but I managed.
Splendid. I have no coin, though. Drank it all away. I'll keep one bottle. You take the rest for your toil.
Fine.
I knew you to be a decent man.
I tell him the people. He wants to look again. I said,
That dull belly knows the alphabet.
just so. I flattered him so well the fool bought the crap. Welcome, traveler.
I hear you buy jewelry.
What if I do?
100 orens. Tell me who's paying for salamander badges.
Shove off.
What do you want, Wolf?
How's things?
Old whores have wings. Beat it, Witcher.
Damn it. Whatever you do, don't bet on the boxing.
I found Coleman.
Ah, Rammsmeat'll fancy knowing that.
Well, I lost track of him. I just met him to collect gold for a job.
Shame. Coleman's been behaving strangely.
I didn't notice anything unusual.
Well, tough. I was hoping you'd learn something.
So long.
Hell.
What do you want?
I want to sell a badge.
Tenner apiece.
I'll come back.
You buying?
Let's talk about Salamandra.
Quiet, Witcher, I can't.
But
what do you want?
drink with me?
Sure. I've had enough.
I'm looking for work. Know who could help?
I work for Leuwarden, a wealthy merchant. He has many jobs.
Thanks, that's a big help.
Always help my friends.
Let me have a sniff.
What's this? I talk so smooth all the wenches draw near.
Those that don't get smacked.
Damn it. Whatever you do, don't bet on the boxing.
Any rooms?
5 orens.
Chicky.